Hello again, it's Joey John McGuire. I'm in my favourite Wetherspoons pub in Hammersmith, London, United Kingdom, and about to recite my latest poem. It's a love poem, and it's especially for a very beautiful lady called Caroline. It's called In Search of Caroline. It was early morning for most, but halfway through the day for me, the early rush hour. No different really to any other morning, except that I'd been distracted, or maybe not feeling quite at my best, because the last few weeks had been wearing. My mind had been working overtime, mostly on trivialities that for me were paramount in necessity. Still, for whatever reason, I missed her approaching, and would have passed her by unnoticed but for the faint brush of her fingertips that I only half felt on my shoulder, which I would have normally put down to a near miss. But the touch was so full of gentleness and recognition, so I turned my head back behind me to look, and how glad I was I did, for it was Caroline, the most beautiful woman in the world, at least she was to me, and I'd been looking for her every morning, except upon that day. A quick brain helped me call her back, and she stopped briefly, our moments always brief, always hurried, and I cursed the hurrying and the weakening in my legs, and why my tongue always become tangled when I needed it most not to let me down, as I struggled to say, "Please, please contact me," which came out like I was begging, and of course I was. My words coming out like they'd been spat, rather than calm and collected, and in the next moment she was gone, leaving me angry at myself for missing her approach, and even more angry at my nervous disposition. I walked on, deriding and yet consoling myself with the knowledge that she had felt the need to say hello. She had not lazily avoided letting me know in her own small way that at the very least she liked me, and that would have to suffice until we meet again, whenever that may be. Like anyone else, I can dream, and hope that one day she will contact me of her own volition to keep the promised lunch date that was made such a long time ago, which will give me time to strut my stuff and say more than just hello. And especially for Caroline, and if Caroline is looking at this, I hope you like this poem. It's from my heart.